When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. But I speak to border guards, and they tell us what we're getting. And it only makes common sense. It only makes common sense.
Where are you or your parents from?
They're from Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, my parents are from Chicago, born and raised, and I'm from Algonquin, which is like far away. Basically Chicago, I don't care. Born and raised, you know.
My mom's from Mexico and my dad's from California, but I was raised in Chicago.
Do you know what immigration is?
It's kind of where people they're like not from this country and they come into this country.
Like when other people from other countries, they travel over here and then they like decide to live here.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's when people from like a different country come into a new country without you using like a passport or something. So like, you know, I don't know.
People that just come from like different countries and they like stay here. Like some are legal and like some are illegal.
What do you guys think about the video that you saw with Donald Trump?
I mean, it is true about the drugs coming over here, but I mean, he said he assumes that most are good. Like a lot of Mexicans are good. It's just that some are corrupted, but some are really good. Like some care for their families all the time. Like they work hard for their families. I mean, they work at all the places that take care of a lot of stuff that America has.
He's stupid, and what he said was stupid. Everything about him is stupid. His hair is stupid.
Why?
Because he's against, people wanting to live in a better environment. That's not right.
I feel like he's trying to make something out of nothing. Like he's trying to make it seem like foreigners are bad people. Like as if they are the cause of like all the problems in America. Like sometimes we can be the cause of the problems and we don't see it. And he's trying to make the others seem like that they're the bad people and all the Americans are good.
I feel he just wanted attention and he just wanted some way to use his money because he was making a problem out of nothing. There wasn't a problem with it. He's creating issues and now there's a lot of separation in everybody at school because of the things he started. So he's causing problems, not taking them away.
How do you think?
Can I ask a question? What's happening at school? What do you mean by that?
Now a lot of people are making racist jokes and talking about you shouldn't be talking, your parents are illegal and stuff, and I can't wait till you have to leave and stuff. So now there's just a lot of separation at school.
I don't think it's like truly right.
Why not?
Because that's not true.
What's not true?
That like people are bringing crime and drugs over here.
How do you think immigration should be handled?
Well, I feel like this is an immigrant country, so people are gonna come and go as they please. So I feel like we should just handle it like we always handled it. If you come in a country, you need to have don't just come because you're trying to escape. Have a plan. Don't just come here and just expect to just live here.
It's handled fine, the way it is, honestly. I don't think necessarily getting rid of all the immigrants is a bad thing because they're doing the work that most actual Americans they consider lower class work.
Like what?
Work that most people would consider too much for too little.
Based on your race, based on your gender, where do you think you stand on the social status?
And and through the money too.
Yeah.
So I'm like in the middle. Like I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. And I feel like in this country, it sucks when you're in the middle because when you're at the bottom, like you get a lot of help. But when you're at the top, it's like so easy. But when you're in the middle, it's like you're always struggling. You know, like you don't really get help because you're not to the point where you need it and you're not to the point where you don't need it. If that makes sense, you know? So, and then plus I'm a girl and I mean, when you look at me, you think I'm Mexican, but I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know. I feel like I'm just in between. I don't stand at the top or the bottom.
This guy,
Why?
because he's more dressed nicely than all the rest of them.
Who do you think would be the boss of the company?
And
Why?
I think he's the smartest. You know how Asian people are smart?
Who do you think got in the most trouble at school? Why?
She just looks like one of those girls, you know?
What are one of those girls?
Like, okay, when you're at school and you have that group of girls that are just like bad girls, like that group of popular girls that don't really listen much.
Who do you think got in the most trouble at school? Why?
Like they said, because they don't, sometimes black people don't like the rules that you set up and they think it's unfair, so they don't understand. Like, they want to do something about it.
Who do you think got the best grades in school? Why?
She looks very happy and proud of herself.
Who do you think got the worst grades in school? Or who do you think got in the most trouble?
Oh man, I'm not racist, okay? But I'm gonna say him.
Why?
I don't know. Just cause I feel like black people or whatever he is, Nigerian, I don't know, but they always get looked at like the troublemakers. So even though sometimes they don't cause the trouble, like the trouble's always pushed on them.
Who do you think gets paid the least? Why?
Due to like probably any racial things she would have to go through, or like if she is like entirely into her religion, then she wouldn't want to take that off, or it would just be a lot more harder to find a good job.
Why do you think people want to come here to the U.S.?
So they can have freedom.